Today I'm installing a new windscreen set on a Porsche Boxster 986. This is a 2001 model. The windscreens I'm using are from Cabrio Styling out of the Netherlands. Really nicely made mesh. It replaces the center plastic or plexi center window, as well as the windscreens that seem to always, the tabs always seem to break off and you lose them. So I'll be installing those. The first thing that you have to think about is just how bloody hard it is to take this roll bar padding off. This padding is affixed with 3 bolts and a nylon bushing. Once you get it off, it actually looks pretty easy, but when you start prying on this, you might want to use some kind of a nylon wedge here in the seam between the actual roll bar and the padding. Actually, I just reached down here at the bottom and started pulling and finally got it released. Now I have the bushings off, so it comes off really easily. And you can see there are 3 mounting holes. They're on the outside, the middle, top, and then on the inside, interior. And you'll also see that here there are 3 threaded bolts on the inside of the roll bar padding. And what's behind those, or what's attached to those, are these little nylon bushings. There's really not much to them, and when you pry this padding off, the bushings end up coming off attached to that post like that. They're screwed down. So what you want to do is unscrew them, and before you reinstall, you just push that bushing back into the hole. It's a little hard to do holding the phone, but there we go. I don't know if you can see about that, but the bushing is now back in that hole. I'll do the same up top. And I was careful to save the, try to use the same bushings in the same holes. And try to get the 3rd one in there, like like that. Okay, so now those nylon bushings are all mounted back inside the hole. Now the thing that I found easiest to do was to take the new windscreen. You can see here it's a really fine mesh, leather wrapped, heavy gauge iron post. And you see these 3 attachments right there and down here at the bottom. And I found the easiest thing to do was simply line them up on those 3 posts and press them down into the threading. You probably can hear that. And that way, when you're ready to install it back in, you can see how the 3 posts are holding the clasps. Okay, so with that, you line up the posts and apply some pressure to push the posts back into the threads. You might have to give it a good whack. If you have a heavy gauge nylon hammer, that's probably advisable. I just use the base of my hand, which doesn't actually feel very good. And so now, I'll close this. You can see the three-piece windscreen set from Cabrio Styling in the Netherlands, mounted inside the roll bar. You can see it from here. Sits pretty flush, looks nice, and it doesn't have the same issue of those tabs that break on the original equipment. So, hope this is helpful.